Hey, so today's video is going to be kind of going into more about the process of how I'm going to be possibly presenting this project to the world if I was to actually succeed in it, because that's the main thing that I've been thinking of. And I keep thinking about my husband, because right now me and my husband are having a really rough time with adjusting, not getting enough sleep, the newborn, and the fact that our eldest might have some issues with autism, and just all of it just in stage. Especially given the fact that before I got pregnant, I got really sick with really severe bleeding ulcers, and it really took a while for me to get better and pick myself up again. And my husband is not used to seeing me really being smacked down quite so hard by the world, where I really couldn't pick myself up, couldn't do anything, and I just feel like I've been missing out so much on life. And I don't want to feel that way anymore. And that's part of the other reason why I decided to become a professional patient and do this channel and chronicleize, my journey with doing this project, conquering fears, trying to go into business for myself as a doula, just my postpartum journey, just everything, because I know I'm not alone out there, where you have to make the decision, and sometimes you're literally forced to put your health first. Like, your health is the number one priority. You have to really think about what it is, the type of nutrition, whatever, so that you can remain functional, because just because you have to stop, the world doesn't stop, and the world is not super kind about that fact, and it will do anything and everything to remind you of it, and just how small and insignificant you are. So, that being said, my husband, when we met this really confident, badass chick that didn't give two fucking shits about what she had to do in order to get to where she needed to go. And when I became that shell of a person, my husband's not really liking the fact that that girl that he married when he first met her, she's back again. And he's not adjusting super well to it. So I guess I'm kind of going to be, he's going to be my main audience in all of this. Whenever you hear me give my speech, or whenever you hear me talking about the Memorial to Forgotten, like all of it, like, he's going to be the first person to hear all this, because he's my husband. He's my best friend. He's the first person I want to tell everything to. So, and if I can win him over with it, well, then maybe it might work on the world. Because one of the things that my husband said to me when we first met, like the first time we really got to know each other, it was Christmas time, and he had just gotten off the plane, because remember, my husband's from the Czech Republic. No, this wasn't the first time he was in the U.S., but it was the first time that he was in the Pittsburgh area, so that was pretty cool. And the only thing that he kept saying to me is, like, I want the American experience. What is the American experience? And I was like, dude, what do you think we are? Like a bunch of cowboys and Indians still? Like, this is modern day Wild West? And he's like, well, kind of. And I was like, Hollywood has totally rotted your brain, and then the other issues in the world have definitely not helped, and that has really, really bothered me a lot. I would really like my country to be known for other things than as an arm dealer, or as some type of idiot, or just whatever type of mess. That would be nice to change all that. And leave my positive mark on the world. So yeah, I'm gonna be your girl Friday. I'm going to come up with a plan. I'm going to tell you it better in more thought, um, just so that it makes sense in a way that anyone would want to do it. They're going to try to take apart the idea, they're going to do whatever, but at the end of the day, everybody's looking for this villain to blame for everything, for life's problems. Everybody's looking for it, and everybody's walking around like they don't know what to do. And I think I have a really good starting point. Really good starting point. And I bet if this message goes worldwide, like I hope, well, dude, I'll be able to tap into some of the greatest minds in the world to help me figure out what's the best way to help change a mindset while getting everything to go eco-forward. It's not that people don't want to do it. The problem is that people were getting away with being an asshole for so long, and people just putting up with it, that this time when somebody said, no, I'm not putting up with it anymore, the one that was being the asshole was like, me? Oh, well. And in reality, they don't think that they did anything wrong, and it's like, there are a lot of people out there that feel that way. A lot of people, and they use whatever type of excuse to justify their actions because it's their pride, and I'm really tired of paying the price for somebody else's vanity. Like, really tired of it. So this will work, and yeah, prepare to be schmoozed, world. I will be sending you something like I did my husband when we first met, because I had to convince him to date my crazy American ass, and you know, it always kind of stuck with me that he wanted the American experience, and I think I finally found a way to give him the real American experience, because I bet you there are a lot of people in the world that are kind of like curious about it. I mean, like, so much shit starts here. And then it like trickles down into other areas of the world. I don't know. It's so weird. I never really understood some of the shit my husband would tell me until I would actually leave the United States and I'd go visit him, and I'd be like, because then I would be stuck explaining, because every time I left my country, I was an ambassador of sort of what really is the United States and what an American is, not some made-up glamorized version in Hollywood. Oh, that's my cue. I gotta get back to the babies. Just being consistent on every nap time.